Hey everyone, welcome back to Everyday English.
Hey there, welcome to Everyday English.
I'm your host, Benji.
And I'm Luna, and today is a big day.
It is a big day, episode 20.
20 episodes. I genuinely cannot believe it.
Same. When we started this, I think my expectation was like 5 episodes, and then we quietly stop.
Honestly, same. I didn't tell anyone I was doing this for the first few weeks because I thought it might just disappear.
Did you really? You didn't tell anyone?
Not a single person, not even my husband. I was like, let me see if this is actually a thing first.
That's so funny. I told my mom immediately, and she still hasn't listened to a single episode.
That is so sad. Does she know what it's about?
She knows it's a podcast. That's about as far as we've gotten.
Okay, well, hi, Benji's mom. If you ever do listen, your son is great.
Thank you. I'll pass that along. So, okay, 20 episodes. Do you want to just talk about what this has actually been like?
Yes, let's do that because it has been a ride.
It really has. What stands out to you when you look back?
Honestly, the first episode. Do you remember how stiff we were?
Oh no, please don't.
We were so stiff. Everything was so careful and planned out, every sentence.
I had a full script written out in front of me and I was basically just reading it.
I could tell, and I had notes, so many notes. I think I was holding like 3 pages of notes for a 15-minute episode.
That's incredible. And now we just kind of show up and talk.
Which is so much better. I think the episodes got good when we stopped trying to make them perfect.
Agreed. I think episode 6 or 7 is when it started feeling real.
Which one was that?
The one about working from home, because we both actually had a lot to say about it and we kind of forgot we were recording.
Yes, that one was good. I remember we went like 20 minutes over and had to cut half of it.
We did. There was a whole segment where you were telling the story about your Wi-Fi going out during a work call and I was dying laughing.
Oh God, that was such a bad day. My camera was also broken, so I was just a black square on the screen with no internet.
And you just stayed on the call as a silent black square for 10 minutes because you didn't know what else to do.
I was hoping nobody would notice.
They noticed, Luna.
They definitely noticed. Okay, what was your favorite episode to record?
Honestly, last episode, the one about making friends as an adult.
Really? Why?
Because it felt the most honest, like we were actually talking about something real that both of us have gone through. I wasn't thinking about the podcast at all. I was just talking to you.
That one felt different to me too. I think I was nervous before we recorded it because it's kind of a vulnerable topic.
Right. Admitting that you're lonely or that you're struggling to connect with people, that's not easy to say out loud.
But I think that's what makes it useful for people listening because it's real.
Exactly. When we're just explaining things, it's fine. But when we're actually being honest about our own lives, that's when it becomes something people want to listen to.
Which is kind of a lesson I didn't expect to learn from doing this.
Same. I think I came in thinking the point was to be helpful and informative, and I've slowly realized the point is just to be genuine.
Yeah, people don't want a perfect podcast. They just want to feel like they're sitting with 2 people having a real conversation.
And hopefully picking up some English along the way.
Right, that's the whole point. Easy to forget.
Okay, what are you most proud of from the past 20 episodes?
I think just showing up. There were a few weeks where life was really busy and I did not feel like recording anything. But we did it anyway.
There was that one week where you had just moved apartments.
Oh, that week was chaos. I recorded sitting on the floor surrounded by boxes.
I didn't know that until after.
I didn't want to make a big deal of it. What about you? What are you most proud of?
I think getting more comfortable with silence. Like early on, if there was a pause, I would panic and start talking immediately. Now I'm okay just letting a moment breathe.
That's such a good one. You can really hear the difference, actually.
And I think I'm just more comfortable being myself. Episode 1 Benji was trying very hard to sound like a podcast host. Now I'm just me.
Episode 1 Benji had a lot of energy.
Episode 1 Benji was terrified and covering it with enthusiasm.
It worked, though. Okay, any message for the people who have been listening since the beginning?
Just thank you. Genuinely, knowing that people are actually listening makes such a difference. It turns it from a thing we're doing into a thing we're doing together.
Really well said. And if you're new, welcome. Go back and listen to some old episodes. Maybe skip episode 1, though.
Actually, no. Listen to episode 1. It's good to hear where things started.
Okay, fine. Listen to episode 1, and then listen to episode 19 and notice the difference.
That's a good exercise, actually.
All right, that's 20 episodes, everyone. Here's to 20 more.
Here's to 20 more. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.